Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shubhangi. Today I'm going to make this beautiful tea light holder. I call it Shahi tea light holder, and I'll teach you how to make these diamond shaped dots. So let's get started. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe to Shunya by Shubhangi and hit that bell icon. You can also give us lots of love in our Instagram and Facebook handles. So friends, the things that are needed are Shunya's toolkit for making bigger and smaller dots. You will also need this paint. The name of the paint is Derivan Matisse. Structure, shade, cadmium red, and this is a very beautiful bright color. You will also need this tea light. The size of the tea light and everything is mentioned in the description below. We have a wide range of tea lights of different sizes and shape. So please don't forget to check out our website. So the tea light that I'm using as of now is this the biggest round tea light, R1 tea light, and the circumferential width of this tea light is around 6.8 inches. So I'm just putting a bit of paint on the tea light and dabbing it up with this sponge brush. You can also use any regular brush if you don't have the sponge brush. So I'm just spreading this paint all around. If you think the paint is too dry or too thick, then you can just mix a bit of water to it. And so after completely drying of the paint, it looks like this beautiful bright color. I've used this acrylic retarder in mixing my gold color paint. So I have used the gold metallic color from Fevicryl brand to this acrylic retarder, and this gives a beautiful texture to the paint. So how I'm starting it is I'm dipping my tool into the paint and making tiny dots around the tea light part of this tea light holder. So I am using my finest dotting tool. If you don't have this tool, you can use a toothpick or any fine needle kind of very fine tool or anything around you. So many of you also ask me that are these tools filled with paint? So this is not like that. These tools are just like any other regular dotting tools, and you have to dip your tool into the paint each time for making each dots. So this is how I'm doing it now. I'm dipping my tool into the paint and making each dots with it. Try to make the dots as close as possible. Try not to merge the dots, but even if they merge, you can easily clean them up with any earbud, or if you don't like, you can just leave them like that. But as of now, I'm just cleaning it up with the earbud whenever there is any mistake. So you have to complete the circle, and then we'll proceed to the next row, in which we'll again use the same dotting tool, and with the same paint I'm dipping my tool into the paint and making each dots. For the second row, you have to keep in mind that the dots that we are making has to be in between the two dots of the previous row. Similarly, friends, with the same dotting tool, I'm proceeding to the third row, making each dot between the two dots of the previous row, making it as compact as possible. Friends, for the last row, I'm trying to make a slightly bigger dot, but not a very big dot, but slightly bigger than the previous rows. You might use a bigger dotting tool or the same dotting tool here. Friends, now I'm using this bamboo tool for making a bigger dot and making a cross shaped structure, as you can see now. Friends, now I'm filling up them with the dots at equal distance, and if there is any mistake that happen, you can easily correct it up with a little paint. and using a tissue paper you can just remove it and then redot it. I'm mostly doing my dot art freehand, but you can also make you can mark some guidelines so that you maintain the symmetry. Now I am pouring little more paint to these dots to give it a beautiful puffy shape. I have made a separate video for how to make the puffy dots. Don't forget to watch that video. So you can also use a brush as I'm doing it. You just have to dip your brush and then pour little more paint to the dots, so the dot will maintain its shape as we have done it with a tool before, and you're just filling it up with little more paint and making it a beautiful plumpy dot. Friends, if you're using a brush, try to give a beautiful shape to it, because when you're using a slightly thicker paint with acrylic retarder to it, it may become very pointed. So you can just shape it up with that brush as I'm doing it here. So now I am doing the reverse petal shape structure. So what I'm doing, I'm starting up with the bottom of the dot, and then I'm proceeding towards the top of it. I'm dipping my tool into the paint only once and starting it up with the bottom of this bigger dot, and giving a beautiful petal shape structure to it. You don't have to dip your tool into the paint again and again, you just have to dip it once and then do the running of the dots, as you can see how I'm doing it here. The perfection can only comes if you practice this again and again. Friends, now I'm making one dot on each side of this petal, and then I'm dipping my tool into the paint again and making a swirl shape structure. That is, you just have to dip your tool into the paint and make a dot, and then drag the dot from bottom to top, and in this way a beautiful swirl or swash or whatever you call it will be there. So as I'm giving showing it in a very close proximity, you can check how I'm making it here. Make a dot and then drag it, and then again I'll be making two dots on both the side of this structure, and then make another dot and drag it, and make another dot and drag it. It is very easy. It might look tricky, but if you try it, you will just love making it. Friends, now I'm making the diamond shaped dot. So what I'm doing, I'm just making a regular dot between the petals slightly above it, and then with a fine dotting tool I'm just dragging it above and below, and then completely giving a beautiful shape of diamond to it. And this is very easy, you can try it now, and you can just fill it up with some more paint to give it a beautiful plumpy shape. You can use a brush, or you can use the same dotting tool. I'm using a brush here, and with the brush you can also give it a shape if it is not getting to a beautiful diamond shape. So this is how you are going to make this diamond shape dot. Make a small dot and then drag it above and below with a fine dotting tool, and then fill it up with some more paint. Friends, in the next video, I am planning to make different patterns of mandala art. So let me know in the comment section if you get stuck in between making of any mandala, and you are lost of any ideas. So how to proceed further, how to make a small pattern, small design of mandala, I'll be doing in my next video. So you can see how I'm doing it, and you have to fill the gap between them, between each petals, making a few diamond shaped dots. So friends, after this diamond is done, I am making some dots from the center of this diamond towards the bottom of it, and then again I'm on the other side also I'm repeating the pattern, and above it I'm making another running the dots from the center towards the outer periphery of the diamond, and I'm repeating the same pattern. For the second row, I am starting it off with the center towards the bottom and then center towards the periphery of the tea light. And then again, I'm repeating the pattern with in the third row, from the center, running my dots to the bottom and then center towards the periphery of the tea light. And you have to repeat it till you think there is a enough space is filled. So as of according to the space I'm making around four rows of it, and then I'm proceeding towards the next diamond shape structure. I'm making a dot and from the center towards the bottom and center towards the top. So friends, I would highly recommend you using any acrylic retarder or using any acrylic gel, but I have not used the gel as of now. I have only used a retarder. So this benefit of using this retarder is you get a very good working time, and you can use mix a paint and you can just use it for unlimited time. Unlimited I won't say, but a very good plenty of time you can use without letting the paint dry, and plus what I have felt that all your dots will not merge with each other, and they will be very very stable, and it will help you in making of beautiful mandala, because most of the time we are just stuck up with just removing and erasing the dots that get merged. So this really helps a lot. So I'm repeating up this design again and again, and surrounding all the diamonds with this beautiful pattern of tiny dots. So friends, now I'm making another shape that is like a drop shape structure. So I'm just making a bigger bamboo shaped dot and then filling it up with some paint and then dragging it to the center of the tea light, towards the center, and I'm not dragging it to the other opposite side, so it will give a beautiful drop shape structure. And then I am using my brush and then my tool, fine dotting tool, for giving it a beautiful shape. So this is like a drop shape, so you can see how I'm making it now, filling it up and then dragging it towards the center of the tea light. In between, if you think the shape is not getting as you like, you can use your tool and you can use your brush as well, and then you can fill it up with some more paint. So we will just repeat this pattern till all the space is completely filled. Friends, now I'm making some tiny dots surrounding this drop shape structure. So I'm dipping my tool into the paint, and from the outer periphery towards the center, I'm making just running the dots, and you can see how I'm doing it. Don't dip your tool too much, you just have to dip it once, and then you just have to run your tool uh, from the outer periphery of the tea light towards the center. And similarly I'm making the second row as well, depending upon the space that is left. If you think there is not much space, you can just end up with only a single layer of this dots. And then I'm making some swirls in the little space that is left when we were making this diamond shape structure. So I am then proceeding to the next drop and making these tiny dots, dipping my tool into the paint and moving from the periphery of the steelite towards the center. You just have to follow the shape of the drop. So as the shape is slightly curved at the base, and you have to move accordingly. You don't have to make a particular shape, you just have to move with the shape of the drop. Friends, now we are towards the end of this video, and this is design is almost done. And I also want to tell you what you can do after it is completely dry. So it will take a little more time than your regular dot art to completely dry, because these are plumpy dots, they're a little more paint, and plus you have also used acrylic retarder here. So acrylic retarder somehow decreases the setting time. It takes a little more longer time to dry. So if you're in a hurry, or if you have to deliver it to a client in a particular date, you can uh, just skip using the acrylic retarder. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this beautiful royal or shahi tea light. I have used a single color for making this gorgeous design, and tried to make it different from my regular dot art design. Thank you so much, friends, for giving so much love, and lots and lots of love to you. See you then in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.